Good morning, Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now. Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
Well, they don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Okay, what she just told us is that she spent her life as a bard in Orlais, a minstrel, assassin, and spy, employed by the nobles of Val Royale and their elaborate games of intrigue. Interesting character, that Liliana. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I have made a couple of changes to the character since the last episode, and what I did was I took out the skill point from survival and put it into improved coercion. Wasn't caring for where some of the conversations were going with her. She already has, 2 negatives right out of the gate, being a elf and a mage. And so her conversations weren't going exactly where I wanted them to go. So I made the change, and now I'm ready to go forward with the game. All right, it's time to venture forward and head to Redcliffe.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Doesn't that make you heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Why tell me then? Why do I need to know?
Because it will probably come up. I didn't want to walk into Redcliffe without you knowing the truth. That would be just awkward. I have no illusions about my status, however. It's always been made very clear that I'm a commoner, and now a Grey Warden, and in no way in line for the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Oh, as you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Well, he's heir to the throne. But don't think that's going to get you out of battle, Alistair, because it's not.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us, no Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead, and those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
I don't think we have a choice, do we? Beautiful Redcliffe.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainisfere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Kaelin risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me, though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
You have some of Arl Eamon's knights here.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
I should get to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Morgan always disapproves helping anyone with anything. Chill out, Morgan. Jesus.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone.
Blessed art thou who
Gone
seeks
on
his
a long
return.
trip.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy
Be
flame.
brave, young
May the
man.
chant reach the Maker's
Your
ears
parents would
and
want
tell
that.
him of our
We
contrition.
need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I would like your blessing, Mother.
You would? That is, of course. I'd be happy to. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou
Morgan
who
absolutely
seeks
does
his
not
return.
approve.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
Good day.
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the...
You're a Grey Warden, right?
Stay here and be brave.
Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh, no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me.
You're welcome.
It means a lot, too. Maker's blessings upon you.
I guess so.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to
Sorry.
do?
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you all right? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
What would you give to find him?
I have nothing. Everything we owned is in our house. If you found my brother, I would be eternally grateful. Oh, please, couldn't you look for him? I'm begging you.
Don't worry, I will look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope.
Walking corpses.
You know, we don't have the men we need.
Back from the castle,
And their numbers just keep growing
Tell them
each
to
night.
maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Van Tegen's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
How is morale?
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
But there's nowhere to actually buy or sell things.
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Tell me about what's happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Bantegan was here.
Do you know anything about Arleman's illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
I want to discuss something else.
All right.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Arlessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Can't blame him if his daughter's missing. So nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Well, maybe, maybe not. You're a bit of an ass. Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
All right, carry on then.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
All right, well, let's have a look about. Save real quick.
What now?
You're up on this chest. Open that chest,
What?
girl.
What's next?
Thank you.
I'm wondering, Morrigan, do you believe in the Maker?
Certainly not. I've no primitive fear of the moon, such that I must place my faith in tales so that I may sleep at night.
But this can't all be an accident. Spirits, magic, all these wondrous things around us, both dark and light. You know these things exist.
The fact of their existence does not presuppose an intelligent design by some absentee father figure.
So it is all random then. A happy coincidence that we are all here.
Attempting to impose order over chaos is futile. Nature is, by its very nature, chaotic.
I don't believe that. I believe we have a purpose. All of us.
Yours, apparently, being to bother me.
Yes, Morgan, it is. Well, Alistair, anything to say?
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside the Grey Warden?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
That's wonderful news, Alistair.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Sure. Anytime, Alistair.
Something on your mind?
Yes. My goodness. Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
Yeah, you know you're handsome, Alistair.
Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl say that, though. Beats being run through with a sword any day. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
That would be nice.
Oh, well, I'll think about it then. Sometime soon, I'm sure.
Interesting.
What do you wish of me?
Well, do you have anything to say? Maybe I want to ask you something, maybe I don't?
If you must.
I think I've already asked all these, so let's never mind for now. You scare me.
Yes?
What do you know of this place, Liliana?
Redcliffe? I know little of it except that it is the domain of the Earl of Redcliffe. Redcliffe? I wonder how the name came to be. Is the clay here red? There are places in this world where the clay is a bright, strange red, and often, in the legends of such places, it is the red of blood. The blood of 1,000 men slaughtered in battle, or that of an innocent unjustly slain. It stains the land that it may never be forgotten. Perhaps Redcliffe has one such tale. But I do not know it.
All right, well, let's move on. Liliana usually has information for each new world that you go to, or each new place. If you take the time to ask her, sometimes she'll give you good information, sometimes not. We should probably go over to the blacksmith's house first. Let's see what he has to say.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
Call me Saphira.
Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
What do you know about what's going on here?
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Arlessa was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things, but maybe the Arlessa was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
That doesn't seem out of the ordinary. A woman hiding something from her husband? That's not really out of the ordinary. Come on, dude. What do you know about the Arlessa?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
What else did your daughter say?
She thought the Arlessa was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
Have you told anyone about this?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I'd paid more heed to my girl.
You think the Arlessa made Earl Eamon sick?
I'd never make such accusations, but maybe. If she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Well, the militia needs your help desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
I will rescue your daughter.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I will do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Morgan.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Morgan. You need a boot in your butt.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there, but it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
It's locked. Couldn't the militia use it?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
That's nice of you. I could definitely use the stuff. Don't think he has anything else. Let's head out.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
I'll be back. I need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Yeah, I'm not done looking around and talking to people. Ooh, general store. You did say to look around in here, right? Tattered shopping list. Useless. Ooh, lamp oil can be set on fire. Nice. You're up, Liliana.
Sorry.
What? No way.
Let's go.
Slacker. What do we have down here? Lake Gallenhead, no swimming. Kind of made a big circle, didn't I? let's check this house for her brother. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan, is that you?
How do you know my name?
I spoke with your sister in the chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why are you hiding in there? It's not safe.
I know, but I don't want to be in the chantry. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
Yeah, you're hiding in the closet, dude. From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it?
Not really.
I'll come out now. All right, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you?
No.
I'll go back to the chantry if you really want.
First, tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help.
You could. All right, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's, and Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village.
But I can't give it to you. It was Father's. Caitlin would be so mad if I did.
Perhaps I could help you and your sister in return.
You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be all right, even if Mother is dead.
I'll talk to your sister about it, I promise.
Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Managed to get the key from him, but might have to pay for it. We'll see how that goes.
Done and done.
Well, the question is whether or not it's any good. Let's see. What kind of sword is it? Might be something for Alistair to use. Not right now. Nice weapon, though. Okay, I need you guys to move out from running in front of the door. And that's the general store. We've already been in there. Uh-huh. Gwen's house. Hello? And we'll knock on the door. I don't think I have lockpicking skill, but we'll try it. Nope. Well, all else fails, kick in the damn door. That worked.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Yeah, you're a jerk. I apologize. I didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
I don't think so. We're gonna talk first. Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell
Kinda.
you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
Thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I'll put in a good word for you with Van Tegan and the Jarl.
And what good would that do me? The Jarl's probably dead. I couldn't care less what Tegan thinks of me. What else you got?
Don't want to do that. How about you go and I don't cut off your head? How about that?
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
That actually worked? Thank you.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch he won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm glad that worked because I wasn't going for that other option.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the...
What do we get over here? Kind of a house out in the middle of nowhere. Uh-huh.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Probably.
What now?
Just like you wanted.
Alright, well, Morgan has leveled up. Yay. What do we got here? Willpower, magic. I don't know if she's gonna need cunning. She might. Passives here? Inflicts penalties to cold resistance, electricity resistance, fire resistance, nature resistance. So, in spirit, everything resistance. Okay. On the target and all other enemies nearby. Okay, we'll go with that. Alistair and I are lagging behind a little bit on XP, aren't we? Alright, quest-wise, what do we have left to do? I'm going the wrong direction here. Seek out the Arl. Find a use for the barrels that we found in the general store and talk to Sir Perth. Found him hiding. He's returned to the Chantry, so we'll go talk to his sister. And at some point we need to see if we can find Valena. That's finding Goldana. Okay, we've got 2 of the 3 there. The next one's in the alienage. And nobody to find there yet. Alright, we're good. Let's go talk to Sir Perth.
All right, I've come up with one. A question that you can't answer.
Are you talking to me?
That's right. You think you're so smart. I've got an academic question that I bet you won't be able to answer.
Oh, I doubt that.
So tell me then, what was the name of Andraste's husband?
This is a religious question, not an academic one.
You're joking, right? A 5-year-old could answer that question. Do you not know more than a child?
I care nothing for your religion, and this game of yours is over.
Oh, how the mighty have crumbled.
Very cute interactions. Every bridge seems to trigger a conversation, doesn't it?
Ooh, a windmill. Oh, I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
I wouldn't think it would.
No word from the castle? No. All is still, as it has
That
been
looks
for
like a
days.
gift for Liliana.
Stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Let's check inside the windmill and see if there's anything in there before going any further. Chest. Ooh, a love letter. Collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and their object of obsession. Those look interesting. All right, Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me Saphira, if you would, please.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Where can I get supplies?
I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know.
What about the tavern?
Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more.
Tell me about the quest for the sacred urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Jarl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Jarl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Ah, another landmark tree. If we had Duke, he could mark territory. Awesome. I think that's everything up here. Alright, what else do we have? Current quest. Redcliffe. We have to seek out the divine protection for the knights. We still haven't gone to the tavern yet. Alright, let's save. Around here, anything? Nope. Never know where they're gonna hide chests, though, so might as well look. Graffiti. Don't eat the cheese? Not very good advice, really. That's not what I want my character to do. I want to talk to Bella.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
So how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local, and they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig, and if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it?
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
I see.
What can you do? Girls like me don't get much choice if we don't want to join the Chantry. And it's too late to get married.
Shouldn't you be at the Chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the Chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
Not looking for company.
Not offering it. I hear you're Berwick. Berwick? Berwick? How did you pronounce that? Whoever the hell you are.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. Why is that?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name. That's all.
Uh-huh. You said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here.
Uh-huh.
Then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
I'm supposed to believe that story?
Look, you're very pretty and all, but
Why,
I was
thank you.
told to... just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they? Who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Howe. Arl Rendon Howe. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
How do I know you're telling the truth? Well, wait a minute. Let's ask this one first. What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So you know how this happened. Tell me now.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
And how do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
Oh, all right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Barrick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes, and you'll be well paid. That doesn't really tell us anything.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an ante from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
I hear he's a greasy pig. Let's see, he's charging you? That is outrageous.
You're telling me we're just trying to survive, and here he is making a profit.
Ah, what difference does it make? He won't care.
Well, maybe we talk to the greasy pig.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travellers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope?
Well, let me see what you have.
Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Uh-huh. Well, we will buy some ale. But I also need to sell a few things. Well, we don't have much money right now, so that's gonna have to be it.
Hey, what can Lloyd get you?
Answer a few questions?
Fine. Make them quick.
Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
What do you know about what has happened here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
Let's talk about something else.
Something else I can get for you?
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Lloyd. We don't get many elves out here. You're run away from the city.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Ah, well, learn something new every day. Something else I can get for you?
I hear you're charging the militia for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Think of the goodwill you'll earn.
Goodwill? Pah! I prefer the good gold, that's what.
Their money won't help you if you're dead.
Hey, there's no need for that kind of talk. That's murder.
Would anyone miss you?
Hey, look, see, 80 silvers. I could pay you to protect me. There's no need for any unpleasantness.
I'd only protect something I own, understand me?
Yes, of course. You could be part owner. No, full owner. Anything you need. Here's 80 silvers as your share of the profits. What else can I get you, partner?
No, I want you to give them free alcohol. I hear you're charging them for ale.
Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free.
Maybe not, but I would, and this is my tavern, remember?
Right, almost forgot about that. Well, they can have their ale for morale purposes and such. Right then, you men over there, Drinks are on the house. All militia drink for free.
Oh, you're a saint, Lloyd. Ha ha!
If them creatures don't kill me, I swear they'll bleed me dry. What else can I get you, partner?
So how's business in my tavern?
Business is dead. Dead, dead, dead.
I should go.
Right. Have a nice day, partner.
I got 80 silver out of him and got free alcohol. I guess I won't push it.
So did I hear that right? This is your tavern now? Something you'd like?
How has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
What do we tell her? How about a raise?
I'd like that. And maybe we could talk after the battle tonight. If we're still here, that is.
I should go.
Keep safe.
I don't like you. Don't even get that idea. Never know when you talk to these characters. Alright, what else do we have to do? I really don't like the idea of owning the tavern, but that seemed the way the conversation was going. And I got a little bit of money out of Lloyd. And no, I did not want to recruit him for tonight. He's, what'd you call him? A greasy pig.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone, well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
She's waiting for me.
What is it you need, child?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, now we have to go back to Sir Perth.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection.
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
So Liliana disapproves of giving him that. How about that?
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's an awful lot. Plus she got some benefit from it. She has minor cunning. Inspired by your leadership, this party's member has gained a minor bonus to cunning. She definitely needed that. Did she acquire a tactic too? Filled up. All right. I think we've actually done everything. Let's see. Everything's checked off there. You have to find her in the castle, but we're not at the castle yet. So, yeah. I think we have found everything. And we will start the next episode with the battle. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.